Hey Cancer signs, this is your weekly twin flame check-in. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. The energy is interchangeable, so some of it could be based on what you're going through, some of it could be your twin's energy. You'll know based on how you feel. If it doesn't resonate at all, check your moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign, because that could be more of the energy you are in today. All right, let's get an overall energy for the situation that is going down between the two of you. We got some envy going on here, Cancer, okay? So we're going to kind of map that out. Are you envious of perhaps other people's journey, the people in their life? That could be happening. Are they envious of you? Where is this energy of lack coming from, Cancer? Where is it coming from? Okay. Okay. So let's look at a past situation or something that was healed or learned that has affected your connection. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, and I friggin' love this card in this deck. this is where the spirit babies pop up. But this is also about patience and knowing that good things take time. So it's very interesting. I almost feel like it's more of a reminder, Cancer, that, you know, maybe you feel like you should be further along in this journey and you're not. Or maybe you just think you're not, but you've come a long way. Okay, but we will get clarification on each one of these questions, okay? All right, what is the current energy between you and your twin, Cancer? Oops, okay, so we have some judgment here, okay? So releasing yourself, freeing yourself from the confines of social conditioning, if you will, opinions, approvals, judgment, judging yourself, but it's the releasing of it. What is on their mind? We have the moon, so we have some fear on their mind, which is really not surprising, because we are moving through this space where we're being forced to face our fears, right? How do they view you, Cancer? How does your twin view you? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands, so we have some defensive energy here. So perhaps they're feeling they have to defend themselves to you, or they have to defend the connection to other people, or I feel like as we face our fears and our childhood stuff comes up, we become more defensive about everything. I'm just going to put that out there. But again, we'll get clarification. And what is your twin feeling in their emotions? Yeah, they're feeling like they are held up right now. They're being held up in their emotions, okay? Which is okay. It's not a bad place to be. It's not where we want to be, but it's the best place for us to be when we need to shift our perspective. So let's take a look at this Seven of Pentacles, okay? Let's get some clarification on what happened in the recent past. Yeah, okay, that was quick. Thank you for that. So we had some clarity through some communication and more patience. We have the Sun, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles again, okay? I feel like whatever this was, whether the two of you communicated or not, I feel like some very clear, almost like aha moment, like, okay, I get this now. But I feel like it needed to be communicated to you, or I do feel like this is more about where you're at, Cancer, especially with this envy card here. I feel like it was communicated to you, just it's sort of like that epiphany of like, okay, even though I want this to be happening, even though I want this to be, you know, I want them in my life, understanding that they don't want to bring their baggage into your life, kind of. And again, that's only a specific situation, but I feel like it really woke up the concept of why it's so important to sit in the seat of patience. You know, you're still doing the work, you know, you're still doing the work on yourself, and you're still moving forward in your own way, and just trusting and knowing that your twin will meet you when they're ready. But I feel like for some of you, it was just like this aha moment of realizing that even though you want to help them with this situation that they're in, that it's okay to take to take a back seat to that and let them work out their stuff, so you don't have to do that with them. They don't have to learn those lessons with you. All right. And I feel like that's created a lot of freedom for you and them. So we have Judgment here as the current energy. Can we get some clarification on Judgment, please? Lots of new beginnings. Wow. So what I heard when I saw the Hermit card was the only one that can truly judge you or give judgment is you. Like, it's sort of along the lines of no one can judge you but judgment itself. And the judgment is, I just feel like when you go within and get really comfortable in your own skin, it actually doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or says about you or feels about you. And I feel like it just creates this whole new, inspiring, passionate, loving beginning for you guys. You're both in this energy. You're both in this energy of releasing judgment and breaking yourselves free of whatever constraints that you felt you've been in. And that's all due to the inner work that you've been doing. While your twin may not, and I'm going to clarify, I generally channel through the divine masculine energy. So I was just about to say that, your twin, might not be able to express things verbally or externally, but just know that the work that you're doing is helping them do their own inner work. Okay. And you're both breaking free is what I'm hearing. You're breaking free of what you were using to hold yourself back. Whatever this sense of lack of energy, you're breaking free from that. And that comes through, going within. I know we hear that a lot. It could be meditation. It could just be tapping into how you feel versus how you think. It could look like anything for you, Cancer, but just take what you feel is right for you, because it's really all about your feelings. And I'm being guided to say not the emotional reactions, because that is based out of fear, but the feelings you have about certain things. Okay, and we have what's on their mind. We have fear here. We have the moon. We have things hidden and unknown. But can we get some clarification on that? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Ooh, of course this card would come up. Oh no, I thought it was the Union card. Yeah, okay. So your twin is struggling, okay, they know they have to make a decision. It's almost like they've made a decision. They want to communicate. They want to come forward in a very loving, emotional way, but they also want to be confident in it and know that it's a stable, confident offer. It's not necessarily even an offer, just to come forward and have a conversation, just to be solid in that conversation. So they're kind of there's a lot of fear that they're working through around that. But the good news is that as they go through each of those fears, they debunk them. Okay. And it what it does is every time it gets them, it solidifies the seat of power that they want to sit in. Right. So I feel like they are really mulling over how to communicate with you in a very solid, emotionally mature way. Okay. But I feel like that's kind of where the juggling is coming from, because every time they go to do it, another fear comes up, but they face the fear and they debunk it and then they do it again. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it's methodically, what I'm seeing is like brick by brick, taking apart the barrier between the two of you, one fear at a time. Okay. So we have how they view you, and we have defensive energy. We have the Seven of Wands here. So let's get some clarification on why they view you that way. Oh my goodness. Didn't I just say this card was coming up? Union. Okay. How they view you. Okay, that's a little too many, but we'll take them. I'm being guided to take them, so it's going to take me a bit here, Cancer, to go through this, but just feel me out. Be patient with me. So the first one that popped out was the Union card. We have the Four of Wands. Part of your defensive energy about this, Cancer, could be that because you expect it to look a certain way, or expect it to unfold a certain way. And when it doesn't, you're very envious or feeling like you're lacking or feeling like you have to defend it because you don't have proof about it. Okay. But what I'm seeing here, again, we have the Judgment card, but we also have the Four of Cups and the boredom and discontentment. But it's always the cup. It's always the card that shows up when we need to be mindful of what Spirit is offering us in this moment. And I think it's really just to recalibrate why you're feeling defensive and knowing that this connection, whether people understand it or not, number one, fuels your fire. It releases you from judgment, okay? It releases you from those social confines that make you feel less than you are. It allows you to recreate and rescript your physical reality and learn more about who you are based on what you're experiencing in this journey. And you know that this is a divine union, okay? Sometimes this card is about choice, so we could say you can choose to really be strong in your own confidence, okay? Okay, this is totally what your twin is struggling with as well. But I feel like the defensive energy is because you have nothing to prove. You have nothing tangible to show people, but it's knowing that you have nothing to prove to anyone because it's already been proven to you. It's time to sort of lay the wands down, lay the swords down, and know that if you feel you need to defend, that's just an energy of an old wound that needs to be dealt with, okay? Because this is, I know this really weird. Sometimes this will be like how they all see you, but sometimes I have to give guidance with it. So what I'm hearing is I needed you to point out the defensive energy so that they could handle that. They could see it because it's hard to see when you're in the middle of the storm. So I just go with what I'm guided with. So that's kind of, and it's not that that's all they see. It's what I'm hearing is this is becoming a predominant part of your energy right now, but it's not who you are. They don't think you're a defensive person, okay? They don't view you as, they're just seeing you as defensive right now because of XYZ, right? All right, so the Hanged Man. So what is your twin feeling in their feelings? And I feel like we're going to kind of get a little bit about this because we know they're dealing with some fears. Can we get clarification on the Hanged Man, please? Apparently that's all we're going to get, and we'll take it, okay? Yeah, so fueling the inspiration, fueling yourself based on how you feel about things and not how you think about things. And while I was shuffling, I was guided to look at this card again because we get envious when we think something else is supposed to make us happy instead of feeling what truly makes us happy. It's that external looking for something else to fill that void. So until that perspective can shift, and that's for the both of you, Cancer, where you can actually look at the situation and see how it makes you feel versus thinking it has to be a certain way in order for you to feel happiness. To feel the happiness that you have now and to feel what will make you happy. Sorry. Wow. Versus assuming X, Y, and Z is going to make you happy. Like if we are together here, that's going to make me happy. But if we're together here, it's not going to make me happy. Like you're thinking about what it's supposed to look like instead of feeling into how it's supposed to feel. All right, so we will get into, there is an extended version available. We talk about how do they want to move forward with you, behind the scenes and hidden factors, things that aren't being seen in the connection, near future outcomes, advice from the tarot, and then a message from their higher self. You can purchase the extended version in a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to be notified when more videos are posted, please click the subscribe button and the bell beside it because the bell is what activates the notification for you. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light, and have an amazing week, Cancer.